what's up?
I brought you guys wine.
Welcome, sir.
How are you?
Fine.
How are
Welcome. But hey, see of DABA is around.
I already brought something better now.
Oh wow. Interesting. You're saying ours is not good. Really? Really?
Okay, so no problem. Let's share.
This is what we are sharing.
Let's share.
This is what we are sharing.
Let's share.
Let me have it. Let me share it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
How are you now?
It's a huge surprise. We didn't-
Easy now. Why you want to take everything?
Guys, come
Take it easy now. Just don't.
I'm learning the big man way.
We're sipping.
I'm learning the big man way. Yeah.
We're sipping.
Easy.
We're not doing this
all
so
right.
that we can actually.
All right, sir. Thank you very
But you give a very small one. This guy.
How was your journey coming here?
Fine. We're here now. We're in DABA studio.
Welcome to
much.
our.
I'm excited to even sleep here.
Oh, really?
Well, it will be a bad thing. I mean, I will take care of you. Take good
wahala.
care of you.
Not yet.
I'll beg. Anyways, so basically, let's just gist before we probably go out later on. So
Yeah.
how was 2022 for you? We're in the new year now. How was 2022 for you?
Okay. It's been a challenging year, I won't lie. 2022 is that year where I think life itself and business and everything taught me new sets of lessons. And I got more matured and got more exposed. But at the same time, I learned new challenging lessons that sometimes I wish I'm not learning it this year.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Incredible.
That's a lot. So basically, you are the CEO of DABA, and you've really been able to raise huge people in the company. What would you say you're looking forward to this year?
For 2023, my major vision or look is I want to see expansion in all our various companies. I want to see expansion in our products, our offerings, and I want us to reach more people. If possible, I want 2023 to be that year where we're saying millions of people benefited from what we're doing at DABA and our various sister companies. So yes, 2023 for me is the year I want to see more growth. Yes.
And more staff.
Yeah, more staff. And yes, I wish that in that one staff, one person can do 6 things at the same time so that we can reduce our honesty.
Last year, 2022, he was like, he wants about 100 staff, so many staff. This year, what are you looking at?
Okay, so I still have that vision, but we didn't do 100. So I think we did about 60 or 60 something.
Oh, that's close.
And quite impressive too, considering the fact that I think one of the biggest achievements I have to say for 2022 is that we didn't lay off staffs like we're seeing in the industry.
Yes.
Even though we're a small number in 60, but we're still a bootstrapped company. That's our 2022. And all through this, we're just bootstrapping, even when the company was either not making so much, we still had that capacity to retain staffs. And I think for me, when people were losing jobs, I would say that it's one thing that I can beat my chest, that in 2022, I didn't wake up one morning and say, okay, staff, go out because we can't pay salaries.
Actually, I agree to that. And I would say that, let me tell you, there was one time that our team lead for product design, he uploaded and it was like, DABA has the lowest rate of staff sacking, firing, all of that. Because when I even joined here, I wasn't hearing people say, "Oh, they even sacked this person." It was great, and I would say for the past years, I would say that DABA is actually improving in that aspect. Being that I don't know if it's a startup, but it's not really
a very
a
good
startup.
start.
You see, a startup definition is usually a high-growing, a fast-growing company.
But that's what we are.
Sincerely, I don't even know if I'll define us as startup again. But I just prefer to just use a company. We're a company. We've not been. We're still bootstrapping. We started DABA in 2019, and I started Jita Abundance officially in 2017. So if you look at it, DABA is 2023 make it will be 4 years.
Incredible.
So usually the startup definition used to be something that is growing so high, fast. They burn money very fast, get funding, boom, next thing, but we're hoping that we'll get our first funding probably this year.
Amen. Glory to God. Hey, drink now. Why you have drink?
No, I'm fine. Don't worry.
First of all, you came into this place and then you said our wine is not
cheaper
compared to this one.
I do hope that because in this show they'll be wondering what's the name of this wine that CEO is drinking. And if the wine is not, they'll be classifying. So let me know, is it the wine you bought for $5,000?
I think the taste should, would
determine the price.
Yes, determine the price you get.
The taste to determine the price.
It's fine.
Taste it.
I've been tasting it. I think it's very nice.
No, everything is nice to you. Since you're not Jesus Christ.
Are you calling me a village man?
I mean, you've heard it a lot, so I'm not going to hide it.
You're used to that.
Yes, I'm an open person. I want to say personally, when I met you the first time, I saw someone I saw as a role model. I'm not the only one looking up to you. And what you have to tell people out there, I believe people need to see people like you to lead them. We see you as a leader, and people need to find people to run behind to and lead them into the right direction. And that is how we generally, me personally, I see you.
Okay, so for the aspects of those who look up to me, everyone, we're all humans, no matter the position you occupy as a leader. And leadership is about influence. And if anyone looks up to Chris Annie, I think one of the things you should always catch well is the fact that I'm a very hungry person. I'm hungry for whatever I want to pursue. But the thing is, and you should also give time to actualization of vision.
Okay.
We're in a time when it looks like there's this mantra of you're under 25, you must have achieved this thing, under 30, you're on Forbes list. Yeah. But that's a very, sorry to use the word, I don't use words too. Okay, so it's a delusion on its own that if you bring out 100,000 youths, maybe just 100 out of that 100,000 are in that class. Because life won't always give to you as you see it all the time.
Incredible.
It will prune you, it will test you, it will fire you, it will want to bring you down. And so it's up to you to now have that determined spirit. Like for me, I know the times when I sat down and I don't want my company to be in the news for this. I don't want my company to be in the news for layoff. It can happen maybe in the future, maybe when there is thousands and thousands of stars. But at this level, we should be able to endure. One of the things I've learned over the years on leadership is ability to endure pain. Pain will come in different ways. It will come in different seasons. And so, just like a soldier who goes to the battlefield, one of the things they are taught in the training camp is our ability to endure pain. And so we have a style of entrepreneurship and business and money-wise in this generation where people just look at it as all fanciful. But at the end of the day, you see that in the midst of you trying to get those prize fancy, there's a lot of bleeding to do. There's a lot of pain to go through. There's hardship to go through. And, well, I think the Gen Zs, this generation, the Gen Zs are also not going to have it so easy because it's one of the toughest generations. As much as it's one of the best generations that have all the access to the internet, every opportunity, it's still one of the toughest generations, if I'm to say, because
there's so much pressure.
There's so much pressure, there's so much pain, there's so much economic imbalance, there's so much destruction. The the economy or people have done to this that is going to affect. And so we're not going to go into so much economic class, but that's the thing.
Okay.
So on your own, I look at people and I look at you also learn to relax, learn to reduce the pressure on yourself while you're still being hungry. And as you look up to me, make sure you're a person of knowledge. I value knowledge so much. I drink it like water. I want to learn the next thing. It may be in my field, in my industry, in what I'm doing, in what I'm building. I am a sucker for knowledge. Okay? And so I also believe, so those are some of the things I think I'll be able to share. Yeah.
From what you've been saying.
Oh yeah,
That's what I say.
You were saying some.
So I can take my wine now.
Take your wine, sir.
I mean,
And
sure,
the
feel free.
vision.
So you take it in
We
an
should frame
executive.
this picture and maybe put it there next time you
You
come
take it in
here.
an executive way.
Anyway, sir, as you were saying all that, I was able to envision, how big your dreams are and
I
how
would
you've
say
been
it's
able
nice.
to
Yeah,
to
that's how
still
you
have
come
time
so
to
far.
live and you try to balance life, work, and everything. It's I think people need to hear this more
Speaking
often.
of life,
Yes.
work, and all of that,
Yes.
let's leave work. What are you looking forward in relationships? And speaking of relationships,
Hey.
we know you have a wife, eh?
Uh-huh.
So what are you looking forward this 2023 like this in those areas of your relationship?
Okay.
There's one thing I want to hear you say. No, I'm just saying.
It shouldn't be on camera.
No, it shouldn't be.
I don't think it should be on camera.
I'm just saying what.
It should be a breaking news.
Yeah. I support your emotions.
Yeah, it should be a breaking
You
news.
think you know what I'm thinking
Yeah, it's
about?
a-
You know what I'm thinking about?
It should be a great addition.
Oh yes,
Yeah, it should be a great idea.
We understand, but it should be a breaking news to you guys.
Yeah, it should be a breaking news.
Yeah,
I think that on that side, I like to
We
just.
look forward to that.
Yeah.
So let's.
Anyway, so when Dara was here, Dara we're gisting, we're chatting, your logistics manager, and we're asking him if he was not a logistics manager, or what would he do? What would he be doing? All of that. So we're talking around ourselves. I said, let me just ask you, if you're not the CEO of DABA, what would you be doing? Maybe you'll be teaching.
To be sincere, okay. To be sincere, aside aside all this thing with entrepreneurship, business, teaching, speaking, I think that if I wasn't doing anything CEOing, sometimes I used to daydream and fantasize that I was a player for Manchester United. Exactly. So you see, sometimes
I was even thinking he's going to say he's going to farming.
Farming. All of us.
Okay, so sometimes I used to imagine,
The commentary, Chris on the ball.
exactly. So I used to see myself like they bought me from one small club to the big club. And my debut, then in the Champions League final,
Chris.
it's 90 minutes.
Chris
The free kick is there. So I'm there. And the next thing is, it's 2 minutes to go. We are 1-1 down. There's a draw.
Then you scored the final
And the
goal.
next one scored.
It's a comeback from Chris.
A hero.
My God.
For that goal.
Like Victor
Then the next thing is next season on paper they are pricing me again. PSG wants to buy me for 100 million, 200 million.
Wow.
Exactly. I've envisaged that life.
Wow.
But there's also a part again that saw me when I used to love basketball as a basketball player. So you see that's not the issue.
There's Iverson that
Then I think the other side, which I'm not yet
to explore.
not like I've explored. Probably I would have been a missionary teacher. So I'll be like this missionary and I think that a later part of my years, probably my 50s or so, I don't know, but I know that this may happen or surely would happen, is that a big part of when I'm done building a lot of stuff on entrepreneurship, I would have a big campus for missionaries. So it's still a dream I still have. Okay, so it's a big campus where my fund is sponsoring a lot of things for missionaries across the world. So I'm just one of those teachers there, enjoying my life. I don't think I want to, I can't say so. I don't think I want to do business all my years. I think I still want to be that guy that one time we'll just have every establishment I've built, and the next thing is I'm traveling around the world on a private jet, going to communities to teach.
I mean, something you're still doing, so.
Okay, teach.
It's still in line.
Still teach, fund people, scholarship, build communities, enjoy my wife in one underwater, somewhere.
Bravo.
Exactly. So, those kind of life. But, sometimes life can be funny. It doesn't always give you all
What
the
you
whole thing.
want.
But I think it's still something that will happen.
I believe so. I can see the vision.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah,
Okay.
footballer, basketballer, like that.
I think
Anyway, so because we are going out after this whole conversation, and you
Yeah.
know that it's sponsoring or.
to Dubai.
But you can follow him to Dubai. before we go out, do you have any advice to CEOs that are already starting a business, or they want to start, or are already in the business? Do you have any advice to CEOs out there?
For me, I'm still an upcoming CEO too, so I never blew like
Who
that.
say that?
Don't call me.
So
Take more wine. Since you can't drink.
I do think that focus for everyone building a company, a chief executive officer, should be profit and people. Okay, don't build your company on Fungazi. Don't build your company on paparazzi alone. Build your company on solid stuffs. Build it to make profit. Build it to also empower people. Build it to serve people. I think that the combination of people and profits will continue to help the company grow. And you as a CEO, you should also keep growing. And I think that following the principles that make any company grow or become successful, have long-term vision, have long-term thinking, have that long-term attitude to be ready to play the game for long. We're not just here to do business because we want to just do business for the next 1 year. Okay, I want to see us do business for the next 20 years, the next 30 years. Okay, and as somebody who is also coming up in the game, learn to delegate, learn to build systems over time. Okay, so I'm happy today that in my company that I don't know so many staffs. I don't know, sometimes I don't know when they hire the next person. They just tell me, oh, this person left the company last week because he got probably a bigger offer or is resigning to travel, and we've hired another person. You make something work. So you learn to build a system that also you are accountable to. A system that most likely just bigger than you, and you submit to that system and things just work. Yes, so I think that's what I have.
Incredible.
Okay, we're going
Purely
out.
incredible.
So that's all I have for you. Please, I'm going out. Let's
Well,
go
actually,
spend your money.
No,
Before we leave, we have to
spend
cheers.
money. Wait, no, you have to-
You are drinking this
EJ,
wine, and
don't
you are
chop
following
person
my
money,
hand.
you go to stand well. I
Yes.
still believe there's still one or two things, probably we might just help you. Like people wants to learn how to make money online.
Okay. Okay, so for that, the fact that we have DABA, 2023 is the year I am hoping that a lot of young people will look at DABA and say, thank God I enrolled in DABA. Thank God I learned something at DABA school.
That was cool.
Because, you see, and I'm going to address this real quick. If you're listening to me and you are one of those still finding it hard to make money online, or you keep asking yourself, how do I make money online? First thing first, you must be extra hungry. And some days back, I was talking with Briefo, the guy who is with our freelancing course. And he was telling me how he moved from being a 25,000 naira earner to what he's been earning today, and how much he has even made in 2022.
Wonderful.
From freelancing. Apart from, and this was only in 2021 was in debt or so, 2020 or 2021 was in debt, and moved from debt to earning millions. And this is it. You can, if you're going to make money online, give yourself enough time. One, be hungry enough. There are a lot of resources. Let's even forget about DABA self. There are a lot of resources on the internet. You should be sucking, you should be eating if you're going to make money online. And you don't expect that the moment you get this knowledge today, it's like saying a tailor who learns how to sew this. He makes this today and he expects that it's going to become the next Louis Vuitton or no. You can learn everything you're learning this month and you're not making zero. But the major thing is that you are progressing mentally. You already have the system, the skill. I can lose money in my industry, what I'm doing today. But the thing is that I have a skill that I can use anywhere, anytime, that can fetch an income for me. So your goal should be mastery of that skill, irrespective of how much you're earning today. We have a lot of people, young folks today, who, once they learn something and they've not started making their first 1 million in 30 days, there's a problem. It will not be the same for everyone, okay? The same fact that everybody goes to the same school, and some people come out with first class, second class, doesn't mean that the ones who came out with second class or third class one day would not be rich. Everything will still come with time, season, and the kind of effort you keep putting. And again, you're not forgetting that consistency also breeds success at the end of the day. So if you're out there, probably you're looking to start making money online, okay? With all the resources we have at DABA, school will help you. But don't be that kind of person that is saying, I'm going to buy a course today, I'm going to watch a YouTube video today, and tomorrow I'm waiting for the money. So when you don't see the alert, the next you're saying, oh, these guys who are talking online business, you're talking, no. A lot of people at that time, a lot of people have that negative mindset, and that thing hinders them. And see, whether you start making the money or you don't make the money, be a sucker for knowledge. Be the person who is equipping himself or herself with that high income skill. Because if you're going to survive poverty in Africa, if you're going to survive unemployment, if you're going to fight those things, you need these tools to run.
I remember one comment you made. You said the skill for the future.
And they are not taught in schools.
Incredible.
Exactly.
Honestly,
exactly.
It's a word enough for the wise or something like that.
Exactly. Skills of the future are not taught in schools.
Incredible.
And
for
to that, we'll say cheers.
Ejiro really wants to go. I'm not taking anybody anywhere.
No,
we can take.
You can take two of us out.
Because honestly, I'm already enjoying this. I'm already feeling inspired too.
Because the one you guys give to me is not.
You can't just be.
You can
I don't cheers because I don't know why you brought that glass coffee.
You can
carry
see
on.
motivation in it.
Let me give you.
So you shall want me to drink. Now you know where I'm from. Look at where I'm holding the glass cup.
Calm down.
This is just an embarrassment.
Okay, sorry, it's like this. I'm sorry.
Anyways, so
Thank you
as
very
we
much for
raise
coming,
these
sir.
glasses, let's
Happy New Year
cheers
to you,
to
sir.
Yeah.
2023.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Don't
break our glasses.
You know,
Amen.
We wish ourselves more blessings.
Amen.
And we wish that by the end of this new year, 2023, we'll come together and we've made a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
We've done incredible stuff together. Happy New Year to everyone out there watching us.
And our viewers.
If you're looking to learn a new skill, just go to www.daba.school. And definitely, I can assure you to change your life.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Happy New Year.
C'est pas session.
Till we see you 2024.
Yes. Cheers.